Let's go back to 1534. A king by the name of Henry VIII has been wanting a divorce from his wife, Catherine of Aragon. There's just one problem with this, though. England is a Catholic country, and therefore the Pope is saying no to this. So in stunning fashion, Henry decides that he's going to split from the Catholic Church and make his own church, the Anglican Church, of which he is the head. How convenient. Thus, the Protestant Reformation took its hold in England. Fast forward a couple decades, and we have a whole new denomination of Christianity, Puritanism, practiced by, well, Puritans. Now, the Puritans were not very popular amongst the English people. They believed that the Anglican separation from the Catholic Church was merely a political move on Henry VIII's part, and that the Anglican Church still maintained a lot of doctrines and practices of the Catholic Church, which the Puritans did not like. The chief concern of the Puritans was to separate from society and become as holy as you possibly could. This meant no holidays, no fancy clothes, no dancing, no having fun, essentially. Things began to get very heated in the English Parliament in 1640 when the mainly Puritan-controlled Parliament decided to outlaw Christmas and any other festivities that they associated with pagan roots. Shortly after the Puritan-controlled Parliament outlawed Christmas, there was a lot of backlash. One poet writes, "Listen to me, and you shall hear, news hath not been this 1,000 year, since Herod, Caesar, and many more, you never heard the like before. Holy days are despised, new fashions are devised, old Christmas is kicked out of town, yet let's be content and the times lament, you see the world turned upside down." This tumultuous time ended up leading to the English Civil War. The Puritans' cry was "No monarchs no longer." In 1653, the Puritans deposed the monarchy and installed Oliver Cromwell as Lord Protector over the British Isles. Long story short, the English people were really looking forward to getting back to a monarchy, so the Puritans were deposed and the monarchy was reinstated. As you can imagine, this whole English Civil War, outlawing Christmas, getting rid of the monarchy thing, didn't really leave the English people with a good taste in the mouth for the Puritans. This led to decades of religious persecutions by the Anglicans toward the Puritans. Around the year 1620, the Puritans had finally had it, and they were really looking for a place where they could practice their strict no-fun religion without fear of persecution. A specific group of Puritans that you know as the Pilgrims left for the English New World colonies in 1620, but got blown off course and ended up in what is now modern-day Massachusetts. They landed on Plymouth Rock, and thus a new colony was born. As I mentioned before, the Puritans were really obsessed with being holy, and they were also really obsessed with being a quote-unquote model to the world. Puritan leader Jonathan Winthrop quoted the Bible in saying that Puritan society should be a shining city on a hill, a moral example for all other societies around the world to follow. So essentially what happened is that these new Puritan colonies turned exactly into what they tried to turn England into before. Only this time there wasn't that much backlash, as everybody in the colony was a Puritan. Thus, colonies like the Massachusetts Bay Colony opened up with the intention of being a shining city on a hill. No Christmas, no dancing, no fun. But just remember, you're making yourself holy for everybody to see.